Well, hello. This is Rene Michelle Floyd, CEO, owner, and creator of Beautiful Hair Products. Products that are specially formulated and created for those who were born with curly, kinky, wavy, beautifully textured hair. And today I wanted to share with you my story. The story of how I became a businesswoman and the owner of Beautiful Hair Products. And so I contemplated when was the right time to do it, and today is the day. So I wanted to share with you a couple of fun facts, and then I'll get into my story. Now I have my notes so that I won't forget anything. So please forgive me if I look down. Okay, so one of the fun facts, or a matter of fact, is that I am married and I am the wife to one husband. His name is Richard. I am a mother to 5 plus 1. I am a grandmother to 2 granddaughters and a businesswoman. I am a naturalist. I love everything that's natural. Natural food, natural hair, natural. I'm an herbalist as well. I, in fact, had all 5 of my children born at home with a midwife and the love of my family. My favorite color is pink. And my favorite food is watermelon, sweet watermelon. And my favorite 2 hobbies are sewing and crocheting. That's something that I love to do. I love music, I love traveling and meeting new people and experiencing new things. Now, as a little girl, I used to dream of becoming a wife and a mother. And I was also a reader and a writer, and I would find myself contemplating and just thinking deeply throughout my day. I love to write. You know how when you used to read those Janet and Mark books and other chapter books, how what I used to do was take a pencil and paper and I'd write out the actual words in the book. That's just how much I love to write and to read. I always had a sunny personality. I love to play with my dolls. I don't know if you all remember those big, tall dolls. I think they were called Chrissy dolls. And I love to play with my dolls. I love to comb their hair. And as my baby sister got older, I used to comb and brush her hair all the time. And when I had a happy childhood, I had no cares in the world, but when I turned about 9 or 10 years old, my parents broke up and eventually they got a divorce, and that changed my life. And as a little girl, as a young teenager, I became a loner. I was always contemplating and thinking deeply about the future. I was withdrawn and didn't have many friends, although I was friendly, but I never was the type that had to have a whole lot of girlfriends around and also only had a few select friends. So, and then I finished 10th grade, and during the summer of the 10th grade, it was so much going on in my life that I decided to quit high school, and go to work and help my mother, financially. And so I completed the 10th grade. I always had a desire to go back to school and get my GED. And so when I was, in the summer of I was supposed to be going to the 11th grade, I got a job at a sewing company, a fabric store. It was called Fabric King at the time. I don't know if anybody out there remember Fabric King, but I worked there and I enjoyed, and at that time I had started crocheting, and I crocheted a little top, and I needed to make a little camisole to go under it. And so I made my camisole, and that was the first time that I made anything, and that was like the beginning of my sewing career. And so I decided, because I love sewing so much. Now, my mother used to sew all the time, and she used to make my little dresses and my brother's outfits as well. And in fact, one Easter, we had almost matching outfits in terms of color, right? So my dress was yellow and turquoise jacket, and his shorts was turquoise and his jacket was yellow. So she used to sew and make all of our clothes. And then, you know, like I said, when I made that little camisole that went under the top, that's when I fell in love with sewing. And so I decided to go to Los Angeles Trade Technical College and became a fashion designer. And so for extra money, I used to design and sew hospital uniforms for my mother's friends, her colleagues that she used to work with, to make, you know, extra cash to make it through school. And so while I was at Los Angeles Trade Technical College, I met and married my first husband, which are my 4 older children's father. And I became a first lady after he accepted his call to the ministry. And we had beautiful children and a pretty decent life. But, you know, we had a lot of issues going on in our relationship. And so after 20 years of marriage, we separated and became divorced. And again, my life changed, and I needed to make money to make a living for my family. So I prayed and I said, Lord, what is it that I can do to make money the quickest, fastest, easiest way? And he revealed to me that because I was already talented in doing hair, I had all these children doing their hair, that the quickest, fastest, easiest way for me to make money was to go into the hair business. And because I'm a naturalist and I've always done natural hair, we were a family known as the Lock family because all of us had locks. And so that was just a natural thing for me to do, was to go into natural hair and make it a business. So I started out by braiding and locking, and I never did go into, well, I did a couple of weaves on my sister's hair, but I never went into that business per se. It was just too risky, and it was something that I wasn't an expert in. And so I just stayed in my lane, and I just specialized in natural hair. So I used to do braids and, like I said, twists. And then, and at this time I had dreadlocks in my hair. And one day I saw a young lady with SISTERLOCKS, which is now what I wear, SISTERLOCKS. And I tell you, it was love at first sight. And so it took me a year because this lady claimed that she didn't have the number of her consultant. And I met another lady at another location, and she claimed she didn't have her number. So at this point, I felt like no one wanted to share, how they got their hairstyle. So it took me literally a year to find someone to share a number with. And so I met this young lady, and she gave me a number and a name to a lady that could do my hair. And so I made my appointment, and I got my SISTERLOCKS installed, and it was a blessing, and I was in love, with my hair. And it has been the best decision that I've ever made. My hair was this short when I first started. I don't see how. My consultant was Michelle Bryant, and I don't know how she was able to do my hair. My hair was so damaged. I did so many things with my hair. Anyway, that's a quick little detour to my story. But anyway, I, started doing SISTERLOCKS. Eventually, I wanted to go and learn how to do SISTERLOCKS myself. And so I went to the class, and I became certified, and just started gaining clients. And eventually I just went into natural hair, and in particular SISTERLOCKS, full time. That's all I did. And so for the next 17 plus years, I was a certified SISTERLOCKS consultant in the Inland Empire area. I brought Los Angeles to my area and I became very successful. Wonderful clients from all over. And it was a very rewarding career for me. And after being in that industry, in the natural hair industry for so long, I just felt like it was time for a change, that I wanted to do something else. So in the meantime, though, just backtracking a little bit, I created beautiful hair products, and it was something that I did out of a personal need. I was using the products that came from SISTERLOCKS, and somehow a bad batch, got made, and I happened to be that one to get that batch, and oh my goodness, it broke my scalp out. I had a scalp infection, and I had to literally baby my hair back to health. I made a herbal solution, a herbal rinse, and I rinsed my scalp every time. I had to wash my hair at least once a week or sometime twice a week. And I would just make this rinse, and I would just rinse, let the herbal water just pour over my head so that my scalp can heal. And because I've always liked mixing and just concocting different solutions and things in the kitchen, I came up with recipes for my hair products. And before I introduced them to the general public, I experimented on myself. Because I have sensitive scalp and skin, I knew that if my products was gentle enough for my hair, made my hair grow, conditioned my hair, and healed my scalp, that many other people could also use the products. So for about a year, I tested the products on my own hair, on my family's hair, my children's hair, and then eventually I introduced the products to my clients. And let me tell you, they became a hit. And so after that, I created my website and then my store on Etsy. And then I eventually ventured out into Amazon. So I am on 3 platforms. My website, which is www.beautifulhairproducts.com, and Etsy, and on Amazon. So anyway, getting back to my story, that's how my products was born, out of a personal need that I had. And it's been successful ever since. And so, today I am a very happy woman. For many years, over 20 years, a total of 20 years, I was an entrepreneur and a natural hairstylist in the natural hair industry. And it afforded me a wonderful career. I met lots and lots of people. And so after 8 years of being a single mother, I met and married the love of my life. We had a son together, and we are now living in the happily ever after. And then, like I said, getting back, I started wanting to retire so that I can market my products more to the world. And it was just time for a change. And I saw a need out there, and all the while I was actually doing hair, I was also marketing my products and trying to learn the e-commerce platform. And so it wasn't all in vain. And finally, I decided that I wanted to retire, and but I was going to give myself at least 2 more years, to slow down and to let my clients know that I was going to retire. But lo and behold, I was outside watering my porch and watering my grass and the plants, and I had on slippers, and I slipped and fell and broke my ankle. And because of that, I could not work. And so during that period of time when my ankle was healing, I just felt a strong inclination to just go ahead and retire, but I didn't know how. So my husband came in and talked to me, and he said he would retire me. And so My husband retired me so that I can become a full-time e-commerce professional marketing my beautiful hair products. And I've been doing that now for the last 6 years, and it has been wildly successful. And so I am just so excited to now go to the next level in my life and in my business. And so I just want to let you know that today, my mission is to have beautiful hair products become a household name. And by doing that, we're going to be providing educational information, recommended books, hair techniques, tutorials, hair products, natural hair products that promote healthy scalp and beautiful hair. And so my passion is, like I said, natural hair care, connecting with people and meeting people and helping people to understand that it's more important to have healthy scalp than to try and accomplish a cute hairstyle. Because what saddens me a lot of times is that a lot of the young ladies and older ladies alike, we do so much damage to our hair just to try and fit into what the mainstream says is beautiful. And, you know, I'm all about embracing your natural beauty, embracing your natural hair. So you can see that I have lots and lots of silver strands in my head. I have never dyed my hair. I don't plan on dyeing my hair. I don't feel old. I don't think I look old with my gray hair. My hair is healthier than it has ever been, is longer than it has ever been, and I'm happy with my hair. And that is my mission, and my goal is to show you how you can attain healthy, happy, beautiful hair by taking care of your scalp. And so, you know, today is a wonderful day. These days, I am healthy, I am happy, and I love what I do. I am blessed, and I am also blessed to have both my parents still living, doing well. I am in love with my husband, and all of my children have made me a proud mother. And I am now working on my business to create generational wealth for my grandchildren's children. And so I have absolutely no complaints. My life has been ordered by God's steps. And so, you know, there's always challenges that I have had to face, but today I can say that I am blessed. All of my life experiences have made me the woman that I am today. And I just appreciate each and every one of you who take the time to look at my hair tutorials and my videos and listen to my stories and purchase my products. You are helping a Black woman that started this business on a hope and a dream, something that God used to provide for my family. And I just am so grateful today. And today is actually my birthday. It is my 57th birthday. I am a blessed woman, and I have a blessed life. And you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope that my story have inspired you to move forward in faith, knowing that you have gifts and talents that God wants to use to bless you and to bless others. For more information, please visit my website at www